guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Catherine Fine. I know it says Catherine Fine IFBB Pro up there. I am not quite there yet, but I like to manifest the things that I want in life. So this is one of my big tools I have. I also have a bunch of quotes that I love up here and on my post-it notes over here. Today is going to be the first episode of a series about honestly just getting to know me, what my upbringing was and how I got to where I am today. I'm going to share a lot about my mental and physical health journey along the way, and yeah, let's get started. So growing up, I consider myself to have a pretty normal childhood. I was raised in a Baptist home. I no longer consider myself a religious person. I definitely don't identify with any religion. I definitely am spiritual. I do believe in God, and I pray to Him pretty much every day. He's definitely gotten me through a lot of my hardships in life, which we will delve into later on in this series. So growing up, I was not raised in a family that was super into sports. We didn't have a football team that we loved to watch or anything like that. Sports still aren't really a big part of my life. I do enjoy a game every once in a while, but the only sport that I'm really involved in is bodybuilding, as if you don't already know, you will find out soon. But other than that, I played some upward basketball back in elementary school. I swam for a couple of years and did maybe 6 months of gymnastics, and then until high school, I did absolutely no sports, and in high school, the only sport that I partook in was marching band. In college, again, no sports. Obviously, you don't do college sports if you were not raised playing sports all of your life, unless you're just doing it for one of your PE credits. So it's really interesting and shocking to come from a background of absolutely no athleticism to step into bodybuilding. I literally had to start from square one. I had no muscle. You'll see my stage shots from my first show. I am 5'10" and I weighed 128 pounds. I was absolutely nothing. Somehow still came in first place, mostly because of my stage presence, but we'll get into that later. Mental health wise, I, grew up, lived my childhood. I personally don't remember much of my childhood. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday most days, so it is what it is. I don't remember, suffering any trauma when I was little that, is pushing out all those memories. I just simply don't remember. But up until high school and stuff is when I really started to notice the struggles with my mental health, just depression, anxiety, trying to fit in, trying to figure out what I was going to do in life when I got out of high school, all those lovely things. I did seek out some Christian counseling when I was in high school. I did not do that for very long, mostly because part of my issue was trying to figure out my faith, and having the bias of a Christian counselor just kind of didn't settle right with me. And so I just stopped counseling, pushed everything under the rug for a little while. Fast forward into college, I worked at HEB through a couple years in high school. I went and got my associate's degree at the junior college. I just did an associate's in life sciences. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I picked science because it was interesting to me. And worked at HEB through all that time. Didn't want to work in grocery for the rest of my life, even though HEB is a wonderful company. I do joke with my husband sometimes that I would still go back and work there now. But anyway, so I was customer service, science, nursing. That's how I kind of fell into nursing. So after junior college, I did get accepted to the University of Texas Medical Branch, where I did a 16-month program to get my bachelor's of science in nursing. During that time period, my mental health kind of started to deteriorate. I was having issues sleeping. My depression was getting really bad. So I did reach out for help from a psychiatrist and a therapist. So I started taking some medications for sleep and for depression. Did that for a little while. Then I met my toxic ex-boyfriend. He was kind of, encouraged me to stop taking my medication, and my young, naive self in my very first relationship said, why not? So I stopped taking my medications, stopped going to therapy. lived that toxic life for a little while. Luckily, didn't get too involved in that. Unfortunately, I did get caught up in a lot of drinking in college. Again, I was raised in a very conservative home, and so when I got that freedom of living on my own and turning 21, what did I do? I went out and found alcohol, and I hit the bottle hard. I don't It was fun in college. It was just that fun going out with friends, but it got to a point where at the beginning of my career, when I was just feeling kind of lost and stuff, I would binge drink like crazy. I would black out and not know how I got home. I would wake up to messages on my phone like, hey, do you need me to help you out? And have no idea what was the message was even about. Like, what did I need help from last night? I was just struggling to find my way, and I was self-medicating with alcohol. But got sucked into that lifestyle of like going out and binge drinking all the time and just like getting involved in activities that I didn't want to get involved in, and I was struggling hard mentally. I did not know where I was going, and it was going to start affecting my work, and I was just suffering. And so I didn't really know what to do, but I was like uncomfortable in my body as well. So at that point, I just hired a lifestyle coach. I'm going to talk to you more about that in the next video. In the meantime, I'm going to be working on some full day of eating, just full day videos, some workout videos, and if you have suggestions for anything else you would like to see, just drop it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you get notifications on when I have new content coming out. And once again, thank you for coming to my channel and listening to my story. I hope it inspires you.